Hi y'all, my name's Vanessa. I'm 20 years old and I'm currently a senior at UTRGV. So when I was growing up, I was really quiet and really scared of what people would think of me. I was constantly trying to fit in with the trends and trying to do what the popular kids were doing because that meant that I was going to be cool and I was going to be accepted by my friends and by people at school and people in the community. And growing up, I was a cradle Catholic. I was born and baptized by a month. I went to CCD and mass every single Sunday. I did everything right. I was serving constantly in the church. I was doing all of these community service hours, and that was when, looking back at it now, I realized that I wasn't doing it for my own relationship with God, and I wasn't seeing God in the people that I was serving. I was doing it merely for my own personal gain and to look good and get an applause from people. I was doing it so I could be praised by the people of this world and get into good colleges and get good jobs because of all of my community service hours that I was doing. And it wasn't until my confirmation retreat that I actually saw God for the first time. In 17 years of being in the Catholic Church, it wasn't until I felt like I met God for the first time and He actually saw me and I saw Him. And after that, I wanted to know everything about God. I wanted to see Him in all of His beautiful glory because He saw me with all of the hairs on my head, with all of my imperfections, with all of my flaws and all of my sins. He saw me and He loved me. So when I got into college, I felt like I didn't know anything. I felt like I was an imposter in the Catholic Church because everybody was talking about how they grew up playing mass, and when they were growing up they were reciting the litany of I don't know what, and they just knew so much about God and so much about the church that I didn't know and I wasn't educated enough on. And I felt like, did I even belong there? And when I finally voiced this concerns, they treated me with so much love, and they accepted me and they held my hand and they walked me through the spiritual journey. Now I know so much things that makes me fall in love with the church more and more each day. It helps me become more reverent and grow my piety for God, and I now live my life thinking, what can I do to make God happy today, and where is God calling me to serve, and what am I supposed to do to help these people that are in need of it. And I'm not going to say that it's an easy journey once you find God and once you build your relationship with Christ, because it's not. This world is so cruel and so mean and ugly that us as soldiers of Christ, we need to unite and we need to defend the church, because people are attacking it left and right. People are attacking the church, the clergy. Everybody wants to see the Catholic Church fails, but God is an almighty God, and He is the King of all kings, and He is the Prince of Peace. And with you along His side, fighting the church, we're gonna win, and we're gonna see His reign forever and ever. So that's what I invite you to focus on while we go through this Holy Week. Remember what He did as He was crucified on the cross. Try to reflect on how it felt when He was getting whipped by the people, when He was getting yelled at by His own people to get crucified. Try to think about what it felt like to be betrayed by Judas. Try to think what it felt like to be denied by Peter. Try to think what it felt like to be tempted and to be ridiculed by all these people to prove that He was God, even though He already knew He was God. Try to think about how He felt and how He did it with such a loving heart, and how He would do it all over again if it means to save me and you. Because the same God who was crucified and who died and was buried is the same God who resurrected and who rose and is sitting at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. Jesus is alive and He reigns, and He is going to resurrect on Easter Sunday, and it brings me so much joy to be able to celebrate this huge celebration in our faith. And I want you to look over and ask yourself during this Holy Week of what we're finally at the end of what it seems to be like the hardest Lenten season ever in my life. And reflect on, why am I getting confirmed, or why do I want to get confirmed? Because I don't want you to do it if your mom wants you to. I don't want you to do it because it's something that you have to get over with. I want you to do it because you are ready and you are open to professing the faith, to defending the faith, to being a soldier of Christ and a prophet of nations for the rest of your life. Because I did, and I am so happy that I decided to do it. There was so much more that I wish I could talk to you about, and there's so much faith that we can both grow together, and it's only going to do so when you are ready and open to it. And I'm here to walk with you in that spiritual journey for as long as you need me to. Please feel free to ask Miss Belinda for my personal number, or you can find me on social media, or you can find me at Mass. Just look for the veil and the girl who dresses in those long dresses and skirts, because I'll be there and I'll be waiting for you with an open arms and an open heart and an open mind, just as God waits for you every single day. I invite you to pray a rosary during this Holy Week. Whenever you have a chance, it doesn't have to be this whole big thing. Just pray a rosary for yourself, for the conversion of others, and for our world, for our God, because we need all the prayer that we can get. It was such a pleasure talking to you, and I hope some of this retains with you. Again, may God bless you. Stay safe and keep faith, my friend, because we surely need it, and we're going to win this battle, and we're going to grow, and we're going to grow in so much faith and so much grace. Thanks.